Zelated, thank you for your love and support. I appreciate it all. The black man is not capable of managing his own affairs. But the moment the black man proves to the world that I am capable of managing my own affairs and I do not need you. So, for that matter, I need to have my own partners. We have people writing scripts. When Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso decided to move out of the Western kind of partnership and relationship, they told them that they are changing one imperialist to another, from one master to the other, Western master to a Russian master. But Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso have just answered the people who are criticizing them for changing one imperialist to the other. And the message is clear that yes, you claim we are moving from you to another imperialist, which is Russia. But when we take the records of Russia, Russia has never colonized us. Russia has never come to any African country to decide that the resources belong to me. Russia has never petitioned Africa. Nothing proves that Russia has done something bad to us. When we look at the history between us and Russia, what do we see with the same people who are preaching that we are leaving one imperialist to the other? Since we got to know them, they have been the ones that are always in Africa claiming ownership of everything. Basil Bazier went ahead to tell them that look at the code noir that you have, which even see Africans to be less humans. We only saw them removing or changing these things when they've seen that Africa has finally risen against them.
An imperialist by another imperialist. No, it's a lack of education or even just information. First, Russia has never, even since the year 1685, there was a black code that was passed stating that a black person is not a person, it's a thing. And you saw, it was only on May 28, 2025, that France, under the pressure of our interventions, was forced to convene their assembly to abolish such a code. But France, which claims to be a country of rights, a country, I was going to say, of respect for human rights, freedom of expression, had never officially said that a code from 1685, that means even 178 years after the abolition of slavery, had not abolished the code. Here is the true face of French politics, of French politicians. We are not addressing the French people because among the French people, there are still those who are mature, who are humanists. In any case, you cannot make a revolution in a country without considering the pursuit of unity with other peoples. From this point of view, the journey our peoples have had up to today has been a journey of blood. And I even dare to say that if you strip away the cobblestones in England, the United States, France, you will find, etc., you will find the blood of black people flowing inside. People are asking the question, why are we driving out France and now we are connected with Russia? It's as if for them, it's replacing one imperialist with another imperialist. No, it's a lack of education or even just a lack of information. First of all, Russia has never colonized an African country. Secondly, the mineral resources for which we have, de Gaulle had the law voted, 5727 of January 10th, 1957, concerning the division of the Common Organization of Saharan Regions. Russia has never divided the Saharan region. That's one. You take the question of copper, you take the question of oil, you take the question of uranium. These are resources that Russia already possesses, so it is not chasing after that. So by making this reminder, we come to a stage to say that the three heads of state have committed to sacrificing themselves so that we can truly be sovereign. Now, if they have committed to making us sovereign on a political, economic, cultural, and military level, what is the role of the people? It means their power, the directions must be supported by the people. Because it is because of the same people of the airspace that the three heads of state are burning themselves out, so their youth. From this point of view, we must stay vigilant, we must be mobilized, determined, because I say it and I repeat it to conclude that the airspace is as if the people are sitting on an explosive device in generational fragmentation. That means if we make a mistake and the bandits, those who were trained to kill, to scam, to sell off, to ransack, if they come back and take control of the AES space, even the one who is unaware sitting at home thinking that today's struggle doesn't concern him, he will be grilled on embers. We have an interest in maintaining the state of awareness, supporting the heads of state, protecting them properly so they can do their work, giving directions so we can take responsibility. So I want to congratulate the brotherly people of Niger because we followed the situation in 2023 on the 26th of July 2023, the fight that was carried out for months in the streets to drive foreign forces out of this country. So today, the motto holds, it is one space, one people, one destiny. To say that what resonates in Niamey, resonates in Ouagadougou, also resonates in Bamako. Can may God and the spirit of the ancestors accompany us.
See how they have benefited from Africa. See how Africans were taken to build their countries. And see how these people never want to leave Africans to be. And they are making it simple to them. Africa has never been free, like Ama Aka Edu said. Ever since we came in contact with you 500 years ago, look at us. You keep taking and you keep taking. They have never allowed the African to be. Russia has never come to Africa to determine the fate of our leaders, imposing their way of life on us, telling our leaders when they don't do their bit, they are going to receive sanctions. Africans have always lived a life free and equal life, determining what we think is good and bad, taking our own decisions when it comes to Russia. But what do we see with these ones? Even in our own continent, they come to shout at us. They come here to tell us that it's because they are not here, that's why we are seeing insurgencies, we are seeing attacks in Mali. They still come to preach dependency on the African, making it look as if they are the ultimate answer to African problem. Without them, we can never do anything meaningful for ourselves. We do not see that with Russia. The AES leaders are fighting for unity, for dignity, and for sovereignty. We know very well that we cannot continue to be with the same people that are oppressing us and get the sovereignty, the dignity that we are looking for. So the best decision these leaders took was to move away from the people that are oppressing us. You cannot continue to be in an environment where things are not okay for you to emerge or grow and still expect to be in that same environment to grow. That was why these leaders decided that it is better for us to have a partnership with a nation that is not interested in anything of oppression. And that has become a problem. We saw Ecowas also writing and singing the same songs, that we are changing from one imperialist to the other, only for them today to wake up and tell the whole world that now they need to partner with Russia. We saw the memorandum of understanding that Ecowas is now signing with Russia, claiming that Russia has to come and fight or help them fight these TT activities because there's insecurity. And Russia has stood with them, claiming that when they passed the resolution in the UN, Russia decided to support the resolution. But the people that they believe and trust so much, and they are the ones who always claim without them, the African can never do anything meaningful, decided to abstain. We should understand that the people that are oppressing us depend so heavily on us. So there is no way that something that they have benefited for years and centuries, they will admit. Even if they admit, when it comes to payments, they will not. But Russia stood firm. This is the time that we are seeing the importance of Russia. But when the leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso decided to move away from this colonial change to a free world, these were the people writing scripts and singing the songs of the oppressor. Now are we seeing why we need to move away from the old ways of doing things? Because we have their own people telling us that Africa, war in the air. We have their bases everywhere. They made us not to trade more among ourselves. They have kept in systematic things that is making the African never to control nothing. We have the resources. We do not have a say. They determine the prices. They do everything practically what they want here. We've seen their professors writing scripts. We've seen other people also coming out to tell us how they have watched Japan to grow, and now they will not allow Africa because they need the cheap resources to keep their industries and factories running. We cannot continue to be with people who do not want to see the African grow. Simple because when we rise up and take control over everything that we have here, they fall and they will do everything possible to stand on our way of growth. But look at the leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso after they left Ecowas and the French people confirming what is happening right now. Looking at the comparison that they gave, AES nations, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are doing better than when they were even in that Ecowas bloc, which we know very well. The leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso said it is a Western organization that is only carrying the interests of the West. This was why they left the Ecowas bloc. We don't want to be told what to do at what point in time by somebody. We want to be our own masters. We want to run our own affairs. The black man is capable of doing anything at all. And that is the message they are preaching to the world leaders. The Africans have every right to determine their fate and not other people coming here to run Africa as if it's still under colonization. Even though we know we are still not free, but with the little one that we claim we have, we want to use it to take care of ourselves, especially when it comes to our resources. They must benefit us. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we'll make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world, in Africa, West Africa, and in Burkina Faso.